Welcome to the channel, everybody. This is Ethan. I'm Ivan, and today we're going to be talking about the NFL Bears and just how the season went, what we expect from them, divisional round, playoffs, everything. So, yeah.
I was upset. I will say I was upset that
Yeah.
we did lose that divisional round game
Oh, yeah.
because at the very tail end of it, we were like 10 yards away from a W. And you are going to have people saying, oh, you should have kicked field goals, this. And I agree to an extent, but I'm also on the side of you were able to tie the game, which means it's a whole new ball game. And like I said,
Exactly.
you were right there to win. Which means if you would have won that game, any talk of going for field goals wouldn't have mattered.
I guess, the best way to do it is, we should have hit the field. We should have gone for the field goal in the first quarter. I was kind of
At the
questioning
first
him.
drive, yeah.
Definitely should have hit it. What I will say is, when you're in a situation at the end of the game where you're tied, like you said, all of that goes out the window. You're right. It just becomes, what do I do right now with what I have in this instant? And when I saw that pick of Caleb's, like, oh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, oh, it's over. I'm like, what do you call it? The defense showed up later in the game.
Yeah, it did.
But even I was like, okay, this is like, I don't know if we can ask from them to get another stop. But I see that
it was just very unfortunate.
and there was definitely, I know some people were blaming Caleb. Some people were blaming DJ Moore. At the end of the day,
ball shouldn't have been thrown.
At the end of the day, I think they both did mistakes. Like you said, Caleb should not have thrown that ball, and DJ Moore should not have given up on the run.
Mm-hmm.
And that miscommunication led to the interception, I think. What he calls both their faults. I don't think you can pin it on one person. What I will say is that at the end of the day, it was a good game.
It was.
Young team, made it to the divisional round, almost pulled off the win against the Rams. I was upset, but I wouldn't say I'm angry. I'm happy with this team.
Yeah, of course.
I'm so excited for next year. I think they could really be
They're
contenders
going to
next year.
start from scratch. They're going to get bigger. They're going to get better and a lot stronger. They have the offseason, the draft.
And that chemistry's going to go up too. You
absolutely.
know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm not ashamed at all that we lost.
Very happy because at the end of the day, like, I know the goal is always to win the Super Bowl. That's, you want to be champions and everything like that. But also I think people tend to forget, especially if you're with you have a team that has been consistently good, is that at the end of the day, people just want a team that they can watch and be happy. You know what I mean? Can cheer for. And that's what the Bears gave us. So many close games. That was insane. Cardiac Bears. Wow. Every single game was down to the wire.
Hopefully
it was
next
phenomenal.
year it doesn't come down to
hopefully
close games,
they learn and not every single game is a nail biter that's giving me a heart attack.
But it was nice
But it was
knowing
fun.
that they
It
could
was a
win games.
fun
And this was our
season.
first playoff. We got our first playoff win since 2011. So
That's actually insane to hear out loud. That is insane. 15 years in the making right there. Wow.
And I'll say this too, going into the offseason, we're not going to completely overhaul the defense, but we do need more defensive players.
We do.
We got to get young. We need speed on our back seven. And so I'm seeing these mock drafts of people thinking they're wanting the Bears to go offense in round one. I do not want that at all.
I agree.
You can get, here's the thing, you can get contributors in free agency. And who knows if DJ Moore's going to come back or if Tremaine Edmonds stick around. I don't mind if DJ is back just as long as his contract is restructured to where he's making a little less money. Because here's the thing, DJ being here is amazing, but even if he does walk, it's not the end of the world because I think Jade Walker could be a good wide receiver 3.
Yeah.
And so you'll have Rome, Luther, Jade, and who knows if we bring Duvernay and Zacchaeus back, and I'm all right with that if we do.
Yeah, I think no matter what, our wide receiver core is going to be good next season.
Oh yeah.
Like you said, if DJ Moore leaves, that'll be sad. He brought so much to the locker room. He was a great player. He had the great catch to beat Green Bay.
Yeah.
And what was it, week 15? I think?
Yeah.
Something like that. So it'll be a bummer to lose him for sure. Now, is that gonna destroy the team? No. And I think that's so good. We have a lot of depth for now. And like you said, we need to target our defense. Our defense needs to improve if we want to be contenders. We need everybody to step up their game. What I will say is, though, it's exciting to see, It's exciting to see a team actually perform well.
Defensive line, you need better. You just need you need speed there. You need power. You have to get to the quarterback.
Mhm.
We'll see what we'll do at interior D line and then edge.
Mhm.
And then who knows if Kevin Byard or Jaquan Brisker is going to come back. I wouldn't mind at both of them come back because Quan played an amazing game in that divisional round.
He did.
And so I'll say this. Also you have Ozzie Trapillo injured. I think he'll be injured into next season, so who knows what happens at left tackle. But like I said, you don't need to draft someone to fill in that role for a bit. I mean, you could just get a contributor in a free agency for cheap even. So I don't understand going offense in round one. This draft you need to bulk up and get younger on that defense. That's what we need.
I agree. I think, like you said, the biggest thing is don't overreact. Don't get scared. Like, don't freak out and try to dump a bunch of salary on the players we have. Build with what you have. Do not overpay. We do not want to have something that's going to handicap us for the upcoming years in like what could be Caleb's prime. So just be smart. Like, that's the biggest thing. The front office has to be smart and make the right moves. And at the end of the day, that's just the most you can do and see what can come from that.
That's one thing that Ryan Poles has showed us is that he's amazing at roster construction. And I'll say this too, there are players that need to step up next season. And Ben Johnson knows that, and that's why I have faith in him that he's going to coach these guys better next season, especially the new guys that come in, and will be bigger and better and stronger, and will make give them the league a run for their money.
Yeah, he's the right coach for the job. He's
course.
not like, just besides like the play calling and everything, like he really gets the most out of these young guys.
Of course.
Maintains their passion for football, if not exceeds it, and just really gets them riled up. And that's what you need. That's what you need from a young and competitive team. So yeah.
And I'll say this too. Next season, I honestly think we're Super Bowl contenders.
I think so.
Depending on what happens during the offseason and the draft, I have this team, going and grinding for
if they play their cards right,
for a Super Bowl. Yeah,
definitely.
I'm all for it. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we be?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's it. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Hope to catch you in the next one, and leave a like down below if you enjoyed. Bye.